Hi guys, or I should say hi everybody. I'm down here at the Muddy. Me and Thea, we call this place the Muddy. And pretty cool place. I'm in the car because it's a little chilly. It's early in the morning. And so a couple days ago I was down here and I put out a minnow trap and for some bait for fishing. And I ended up getting a bunch of silver sides in the minnow trap. Silver sides are pretty much the equivalent to bulinao in the Philippines. And Lynn was hysterical. I mean, she was like, "I gotta have those," and I used them for bait. I didn't get a ton. I got enough to make a meal for like one person. But so I'm down here this morning with 3 minnow traps. I bought 3 minnow traps at Walmart, and I did a little research online. And it turns out that the minnow trap I was using last year was not a good one. I mean, it was painted. It was like had like a protective coating on it, a black paint, so it don't rust. And I didn't really do well with that trap. And I was like, this thing don't even really seal up well. I had to put wire ties on it. And you know, for bait, I mean, I always just put some bread in there, maybe some old fish, or a piece of chicken. And it did okay, whatever, no big deal. But then I saw a YouTube video on you got to use the galvanized traps, the clear metal traps that don't have any paint on it. And it's a completely different trap. You would think they're the same, but they're not. This thing seals up tight as a drum without any extra effort. And he said that the best bait to use are crabs, and I got a ton of crabs. Because we went crabbing and we got tons. So I'm using some fresh crab, and I'm using the crab shells that we ate, and put them all in the trap. And so we're gonna see how we do today with the silver sides, if they're still here. I don't see any turns. The other day when I was here, there were a ton of turns. And those turns, they're feeding on those silver sides 100% for sure. So they're definitely feeding on those silver sides for sure, those turns. I don't see them today, so I have my doubts. I don't know if I'll get any silver sides today, but I got 3 traps in the water. Like I got nothing better to do. I should be out there working. But I'm here trying to get some silver sides from my wife so she can make kinilaw. And yeah, things are heating up down here. It's warming up, looking good. Thea had an incident on the bus. I'll tell you the story while I'm sitting here waiting for my traps. I got the timer set on 30 minutes for the traps. Check them every 30 minutes. If you check them too often, you just ruin the whole scent line and the chum line, So I'm gonna check it every 30 minutes. So I'll tell you the story about Thea. So one of the administrators from the early childhood development school, they call it, instead of calling it kindergarten, preschool, okay, whatever you call it. They call it early childhood development, something new. What do I know? So they called me. They said, "Oh, we had another incident with Thea on the bus." I go, "Really?" They go, "She's, slapped another child." I'm like, "What? Not my daughter. Slapped another kid." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And they go, "But we've already spoken to her, so we just calling to let you know that we spoke to her. She had another incident on the bus." I go, wait a minute. I go, "What happened?" I go, who did she slap?" "Oh, I can't tell you that." And I'm like, "Well, was it a boy or a girl?" And she goes, "Well, it was a boy." I go, and she goes, the boy is the one, and this boy is from the middle school, older, bigger boy. And she said, "Well, he didn't slap the boy, but the boy was the one who complained at his school." And I go, "Well, who was she slapping?" She goes, "Well, she wasn't really slapping. They were playing, but they were slapping each other. They were like playing rough on the bus." So you're telling me, so first of all, you told me that she slapped another child. Now you're telling me, well, it wasn't really a slap. They were playing with each other. So it's like, it's a weird story. I'm telling you, something's fishy about it. And, and so I kind of laid into the lady. I said, listen to me. I said, my daughter, I have a 16-year-old over at the high school who, you know, this is true, but it's all settled now, but, you know, who was being bullied and almost died on the bus because she has asthma and they kept spraying perfume in her face and no one did anything about it. I said, and here you are calling me now for the second time because of a 5-year-old on a bus, being a 5-year-old, just being a 5-year-old. I was, you know, I had my voice was high. I was annoyed. And, you know, I was defending my child because it's like, I know Thea, she's not going to hit nobody for no reason. And so when she got home, I asked her, I said, look it. I said, what happened? I said, what happened at school on the bus? And she said, I don't know. She's so scared. She don't want to tell me. You know, she gets really scared if she's in trouble. I said, look, you're not going to be in trouble. Just tell me what happened. I want to know. I go, did you slap somebody? She said, yeah, I slapped a boy. I said, you slapped the boy? I go, you know, why? She goes, he was pushing me. He kept pushing me on the seat, kept pushing me. So I slapped him. I go, where'd you slap him? She goes, right here. She slapped him in the face because he was pushing her. Now, this is now, just keep in mind, my daughter's only in kindergarten. And number one, she's a girl, and she's skinny, thin little thing. And this boy, I don't know how big he is. He could be tiny, who knows. But he goes to the middle school, bigger, older. And this boy got slapped in the face by my daughter because he was pushing her on the seat. And I guess turns out that she was playing with the other girl. I don't know if there's 3 people on the seat. I didn't know that. But I don't even know how this happened, to be honest with you. But it turns out she was kind of playing rough with the girl next to her friend. You know, I don't know what they were doing. But this boy kept pushing her. So she turned around, whacked him in the head, whacked him in the face. And so he went home and cried to his principal, went back to his school and cried. And so, you know, Thea got in trouble. But my daughter only defending herself, you know. So I don't want to call the administrator back and make a big deal about it. I just want to get it past me. But if that person calls me again, I'm going to go in there and settle this in person. So that's my school story. And my timer should be going off any second. I'll let you see what's in the traps. Okay, let's get this first trap up and out of the water, if I can find it. Ah, here it is. Okay. It's cold, so cold. Get it out of this line. Let's see if we got anything. It's gonna be hard for me to do this because I don't have a tripod. I will see if I can give you guys a glimpse into what I got here. If anything. I don't know, it's high tide. Last time I was here was low tide, so we'll see if we did anything. Oh yeah. We got some silver sides. We got a lot of silver sides. Holy shit. Lynn's gonna be so happy. Oh my god, we got a lot of silver sides. Look at that. And there's a cucumber in there. Just for good luck. Oh my god. I got 2 more traps to check, hopefully. Hopefully we got them. Let's see if I can do this without losing them all. Okay, take the cover off. Pain in the butt. Don't want to come off. There's sand stuck on there. And I don't want to lose the crabs, my bait. Now I gotta pick through here. Oh, you got some good size ones too. Oh my god, Lynn is gonna be so thrilled with that. Look at that. That's a beauty. Oh, these are beauties, my god. Nice and big. Wow. Lynn is gonna be thrilled with me. I was gonna go fishing, but there's no mud minnows in here. I don't want to use these silver sides for bait. But turns out this is a good spot. But silver sides, these are big ones too, not like the other day, they were kind of small. So let's see, try and get these silver sides out. Put them in the bucket. And I'll show you them in the bucket once they're all in. I think this was a good haul. Really good haul. I am very happy with this first haul. Is really good. I'll leave it in for another 30 minutes. I got 2 more traps to check. Some shrimp in here too. Some little shrimps. Make sure I got them all. And I got them all. Put these back in. Close this up. Okay. Oh boy, it's a cold one today. Let's pinch this thing up. And we're good. Put it back in the water. It was in a good spot. I guess I'll just throw it right back out there. Now, if there's nothing in the other traps, I gotta put them all over here. So we'll see. So here's my catch for today. My silver sides. I got about a dozen or so. So I'm getting there. I think a couple more tries, I'll have enough. They're gonna be delicious and they're perfect size. So yeah, I just pulled up 3 traps. So I got one right here in the front of me, and I got one, a few feet down, and then one another few feet down. So the one in the middle didn't have anything in it, and the one in the end had 2, but the one here had like a dozen. So I put all 3 traps right here in this one little hole. Seems like they're hanging out right here. So we'll see if I do well. I'm gonna wait another 30 minutes and we'll pull it again.